Hi, my name is Denise Bossert, and I'd like to talk to you today about the very real and serious scenario of pregnancy resulting from rape. So we have about 328 million people in the United States, and roughly 50 to 51% of them are women. A significantly smaller portion of them are childbearing age. About 21 to 25% of women will be raped or experience attempted rape, and about 5% of those who are raped will conceive. Statistically, that ends up being about 32,101 cases of rape. Of course, that would be more than that as far as the babies we're talking about, because some of those pregnancies would be multiples, twins or triplets. But I want to talk about the woman, because that is the biggest argument we get. We look at the woman because that's what we see. We don't see the unborn. We look at the woman and we feel compassion for the woman, and the greater society, the larger society, says we should not demand or force her to complete a pregnancy that began in rape. And I understand the desire to have compassion for this woman, because statistically speaking, she's not only going to have those memories, 100% of them will have the memories, but 80% of them will develop PTSD or delayed onset PTSD because of the rape. So the question is a very important question. Should she have to complete the pregnancy? Should she be forced to give birth to a baby conceived in rape? And I would posit, from personal experience, the answer is yes. The most loving thing that we can do is to walk alongside her and encourage her to have that baby, because it's the best thing for her. Now, I could say this from personal experience, and most people out there can't do that. And that's one of the things that I think the larger society banks on, is that we don't have the moral high ground, if we've never been raped or conceived a baby in rape, to be able to say that is the right, healthy, best choice for that woman. But I can, because I've been there. And I continue to walk this road. I am that one that is the 1 in 5 that is raped. I am part of the 5% of rapes that result in pregnancy. I am that one in the 32,101 who conceived and chose life. But I'm also part of the 80% that developed PTSD. Mine was a delayed onset PTSD, and it is terrible. It is a dark night, resulting in depression and anxiety and nightmares and all kinds of things. But what I realized going through that very difficult time is, had I chosen to end that pregnancy, to abort my child, I don't think I would have survived the delayed onset PTSD. If I had added onto that nightmare the questions of what if, who would this child have been? What if I could go back, but the reality of knowing I can't go back ever and make that choice again. The ability to look at my daughter and see how wonderful she is, and know that she's not me, she's her own person. To contemplate the reality that I don't spend time thinking about the circumstances of my conception. We just don't. That baby is not going to dwell upon the circumstances of his or her own conception. So while they are connected, clearly connected, it only would bring more pain, more darkness, more depression, more anxiety if when the PTSD, delayed or immediate, occurs, we had to wrestle with the what if. I don't believe I would have survived it. But instead, I can look at my daughter and my 5 grandsons, the oldest of which made me a grandmother. I would posit that the best thing we can do is to choose life, especially in a moment, in those weeks and months after a rape. It very well may crush her and kill her. To go through that dark night that comes after a rape, if she has to also deal with the pregnancy loss and the what ifs and the impossibility of going back and choosing life once one is chosen, death, termination of a pregnancy.